Alright, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, I believe if this one goes well, and, well, I guess I need to kind of check my audio settings before I do this. Yeah, that's way too high. Alright, here we are, a few hours from the new year. 2010 coming to a close, 2011 coming in faster than I don't know what. But anyway, here we are, a few hours from it. And I thought that I would post a video up to everybody out there, not so much as New Year's resolution type of video, because I really don't try to make resolutions, but we can implement that word resolution into resolutionary plans, if that's such a thing. So I compiled a short list of things and goals that I know that I have for 2011, and I just wanted to share that with everybody out there and then get your thoughts. And I wish I could say video responses, but I don't even see video response tabs anymore on YouTube. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's a setting that I don't know about. If anybody knows, let me know down here or shoot me an email. Where would it be? Over there? So that I can get my video response up. Because a couple of you commented about T2's Steam video and how he ganked my idea or stole my video and made his own little Steam series about deals, but actually, that's pretty good. Pretty good thing that he did because it just gets the word out there to more people that might want to get involved with both Craft Chest Nation, the T2 Army, and the Storm Brigade for Stormkiller 22, and the list goes on. That's just the top 3 that I know about that has the biggest number of subscribers out there. Are us 3 in this particular little group. And I know that we don't have shit compared to all the other big time, like HD StarCraft, Husky, and all the rest of them that are just big dogs out there. But what this video is about, let me get back to this, is making 2011 resolutionary plans. And I'm going to start off with saying my first, and I'm just going to say resolution because I don't want to just keep saying plan and all this, but that's basically what it is. The plan for 2011, number one, first and foremost, is to double the number of subscribers that we have here in the Craft Chest Nation over the next year. Number 2 is to continue to level back up to the state in which we had the Craft Chest Nation on my personal level, so that I may be able to help people out there the way we were doing early in the year before certain circumstances beyond my control happened, and I had to make a jump, make a move, and just basically hustling on my end to survive. And that's the number 2 thing on the list for 2011, is to get everything back to 100% self-sustaining. And I know with the continued help of our Craft Chest Nation members and the internet community in general, the whole world out there, that we can do this, not only for myself, but I want to launch a few programs that's going to help a lot of people out there. I want to get the PCs for the nation back up and running for people. And I know, this being Christmas time, this is a perfect time to do it right here at the new year. The next couple of months will be perfect because there are many people out there that have told me that they either got new computers, they built new computers, they upgraded their computers, and I know you got some computer parts out there laying around. Number 1, first and foremost, what everybody seems to need more so than anything are video cards, hard drives that people may not be using. I'm not talking about the old IDE back from 2001, but maybe you got a 1 terabyte hard drive, you transferred over your information, and you got a 320 laying around. And all these little pieces and parts will help in future projects that we have, building computers for people in need. And this time, instead of doing it locally, because I did that for a little while and it worked well, but it wasn't really appreciated as much as I thought it would be. So this time, we're actually going to be helping people out there in the YouTube universe, the internet in general, the Craft Chest Nation, the T2 Army, the Storm Brigade, and the list goes on. All right, so this is going to be for all of you out there. And as we get pieces and parts and computers in that people don't need, we'll get them rebuilt, get them reformatted, cleaned up, whatever it needs to be done, and then we'll be taking donations for shipping to get them out there to people that actually need them. And then we'll have people make videos of what they're actually using now. That way we know we're not getting ganked or anything, and I'm sure it's going to happen. But, we're doing this to help the people that need help. All right, so we want to get back into that. And I guess that would be number 3 on the list, is to pick back up on the PCs for the nation. And this time, we're just going to go nationwide. I'm still not going to be able to do it worldwide, which I wish I could, but we're not that big yet. And hopefully in the future we will be that big to where we'll just have donations pouring in for this particular cause. We will use the same PayPal account that we used when I was doing my road trip. That is the primary PayPal account, so I might put a link up right here if you want to donate to the cause. And hey, speaking of which, I don't think I ever made a video to thank everybody out there so very much. And I wish I could go down the list, but there were so many of you out there that donated to the cause to make that trip possible, to go around and visit with Craft Chess Nation members and to go see T. Tudor Lanton at his home front. So there you go. And that was very, very fun to do. I hope to be able to do it in the future, but there are lingering costs even today from that trip, i.e. the front end of my car. My wheels and tires are screwed after that long trip, and the construction around here didn't help much either. And out on the highways, yeah, there is road construction everywhere in the U.S. It's just ridiculous how much road construction we have. So there's the top 3 things. And then number 4 on my list of resolutionary plans, and this one right here is something I really, really want to do, and I hope Murphy don't mess with me, leave me alone, Murphy's Law, is to really get into training and be able to build me a PC, because my PC is getting really unstable to where I don't know if it's a heat problem or a stability issue in general, but my PC, every time I get into a hardcore game, even lowering the graphics on it, is just shutting down, and I have no clue, never have been able to figure it out. So my next plan is to, number 1, build a PC or upgrade mine towards more stable, and in the same little plan there is to actually start playing StarCraft 2 on a hardcore scale, and really, really get into it. Now, that's not going to be the only game that I play. I want to actually ask people out there in a separate video, or I can do it in this one, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I want to actually get people's opinion out there about different MMOs that you've been playing, newer ones that we can get into as a group. And I'm not talking about on a large scale, but 6, 8, 10 people to actually play an MMO and maybe get a little guild going to where we can watch each other's back, because all MMOs these days are based around guilding and PvP and grinding, and that's it, no matter what game it is. All right, so, and I don't want to hear a whole bunch of shit about this MMO is a WoW knockoff, and this is a WoW knockoff, and that's a WoW clone, and that's a Maple Story clone, or whatever. Man, game developers have really lost their edge as far as creativity anyway, so we know this. We don't need to be told what it looks like, okay? As gamers, we all know what they look like, but the game mechanics, and once you actually get into playing the game, those little changes and little, customizations and characterizations and all the other Asians that you could get out there are the things that make us like one game over another. I mean, I know people that still play RuneScape hardcore, for frick's sakes. All right, so there you go. Runes of Magic and all kind of other games. So we can't just say one MMO is better than the other because of this. All right, so that's why I want to kind of experiment with MMOs out there as soon as I get another hard drive in my computer, because I am full up once again. I never did buy a hard drive back whenever I said I was going to buy one a few months ago. I had to allocate that fund to gas, so I wasn't able to get it. I got no Christmas money, so I can't buy one right now. I'm going to have to wait until I build up some more funds, but as soon as I can, I keep seeing this awesome deal on Tiger Direct. They have a 2 terabyte green, which will be perfect for what I need it for games that I don't play a whole lot, and movies and music and all kind of other stuff that I can store on that hard drive, and then have my main Raptor hard drive to actually play the games. So that is, I guess, goal number 5, to get a new hard drive. So there we go. We got an awesome list going here. And I'm sure there's going to be more, but I'm going to leave it at that 5, because those are really the core of where I know I need to be in my life right now. And I know a lot of people say, well, the MMO and the StarCraft 2, that's not really a core of it. Well, if you get good enough and you're able to actually compete with peoples, and I'm not saying that I'm going to ever get this good, but you never know. Practice makes perfect. But I would love to be able to play StarCraft 2 well enough to be able to enter tournaments, maybe small scale, maybe not pro, but enter tournaments and actually place in them well enough to make a little residual income on the side. Because think about Team Liquid and those guys out there, the most awesome team on the planet, Team Liquid, and a lot of people have their own opinion about it, but that's my opinion, is Team Liquid all the way, is that think about those guys in their game house, the TLO house. Those guys, right, TL house, whatever. Anyway, those guys, they play their little one-on-ones against people, and they make $50, $100, $300 a pop just for playing the best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, and there you go. So, I mean, that's just a little extra income that could be made if people wanted to actually challenge for money, all right? It's not really gambling, it's competition, all right? So if I get good enough for that, so be it. So that's why it's on my list. Anything to help make some income. And I guess something else that we're going to do is we're going to redo the Craft Chess Nation toolbar, and I know T2's been really pushing his. I haven't pushed anything out the way I should have or should be doing here lately, like the Craft Chess Nation toolbar. My Zazzle shop is sitting there with old merchandise. I need to come up with some new merchandise. I would love to be able to come up with a new design for coffee mugs, shirts, purses, shoes, skateboards, whatever, at least once a week, and make them original designs or original sayings or something that, oh, I'd love to see that on a shirt, and I'd buy that if I could find one that was good enough. And I want to start doing that and getting our apparel shop out there for the Craft Chess Nation, not just that says Craft Chest or anything on it, but, just original designs, kind of like if found Mesa Boogie was something original, make a shirt with it big on it or whatever, with a big guitar amplifier or whatever to go with it. Just some of the ideas, and there's so many others out there. Or what else? I think that's about it right now. But anyway, I wanted to make this video before it got too late about New Year's and what we have planned for 2011. All right? So no matter what you're doing tonight, whether it's partying it up at home, eating your cabbage and black-eyed peas and dropping the dime in there to see who gets it, and partying, watching the ball drop or whatever, that's what she said. Remember, everybody out there, it is a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun.